Welcome everyone to Shockwave. I am JC Flash alongside Bryce Knox. And Bryce, some huge matches tonight. It will be 2-on-2, #1 contender for the tag team titles. It will be the Blackheart Foundation versus Roach.
What can I say, JC? That's going to be an excellent match going into it because, you know, we've seen Roach. We've seen the Blackheart Foundation's two big, powerful teams. But we also got to talk about our main event tonight here. And we got Matt Taylor versus the Prophet of Pain, Amos, in a #1 contenders match for the FGW title. Go on, JC. Like, we both know that's going to be amazing, isn't it?
Amos finally getting his opportunity. Matt Taylor, what's going to happen? Folks, let's take it to the ring. Let's take it to Shockwave.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first match tonight on Shockwave is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Brother Daniel, representing the congregation, Blackhawk.
Blackhawk set to go one-on-one with Cody Hawk tonight.
Yes, he is. And look at that tall, towering man.
And his opponent from Malibu Beach. He represents the 5 Most Wanted. He is the FGW champion, Cody Hawk.
There's the FGW champion. That is Cody Hawk. Blackhawk, what a huge test this is for the member of the congregation that stands in the ring, Bryce.
Oh, most certainly. Well, all we know is Blackhawk is a force of nature. He's tall, he's strong, he's thrown people around that I don't think he should be able to, but he defies expectations every time. But then again, he's in the ring with the FGW champion.
But you're right, Bryce. He's really strong. He's even stronger than he looks. And Cody Hawk on a microphone.
As you know, from time to time, I like to come out here and I like to offer this little prize up. If you would be interested in a pure rules wrestling match with me tonight, this match can instantly become a title match.
Except just because I've never lost to Cody Hawk one-on-one. Oh, no, it's factual. Check the facts.
Referee Joe Lopez raising that championship in the air. That means this is an official FGW championship opening match tonight here on Shockwave.
Yes, it is, JC. If you haven't already heard before, the rules of the pure wrestling match, the main rule is only 1 count to win this match. There's also 3 allowed rope breaks, and the title can change on a disqualification.
There's a 20 count on the outside of the ring. The match can also end in count out. I would know. I've competed against Cody Hawk, and one of these, hold on, shoulders down.
Wait, what?
That's just done.
It's already done.
Just like that, Cody Hawk.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of of this match, the FGW champion, Cody Hawk.
Blackhawk, he just rolled up immediately.
He certainly looks just as confused as I would be in that situation. And Cody just has that smile on his face. Another successful defense of the champion.
Oh, don't turn your back on Blackhawk. Cody Hawk, take it down.
And he's picking up that FGW heavyweight title.
It's not Cedric's property.
Oh, here comes Damian Chambers and Skylar O'Ryan. Cody just got belt shot.
The congregation filling the ring, joining in this beatdown.
And
Hold on
here
now,
comes
Sean Reed, Sean Casey.
It's the 5 most wanted. They're out here to come and try and even the odds here. Wait, and there's the Juggernaut Jax.
Oh, and Juggernaut Jax, we saw him join the congregation last week.
JC, this is pure pandemonium going on in the ring. Wait,
There's Strider, David Strider in the mix.
he's taking it to Blackhawk. Folks, this is chaos going on
Now,
right
Strider definitely had his share of differences in the congregation.
now. That's Warhorse.
Warhorse.
We haven't seen Warhorse here in a while. Crosshairs Kelly, Pat the Bruiser. They're taking it to Cody Hawk right now.
The congregation, it seems to grow larger and larger, more massive and vast every week.
Certainly does. They're quickly becoming a very dominant force here in FGW. And there he is. There's Matt Taylor, the guiding light.
Matthew Taylor gracing us with his presence.
Matt Taylor looking on at the brawl that's occurring in the ring as he raises up his book.
The gospel of the light being held high in the air.
He certainly looks proud of what his followers, students, pupils, whatever they are to him, he's certainly happy with what he's seeing right now.
They're his disciples, Bryce. And look at them, they stand strong together, stronger than they ever could be apart. The 5 most wanted, David Strider, just bodies everywhere.
All 8 members of the congregation, they're all exiting the ring now. See Cody Hawk attending to Shauna Reed, Sean Casey, also there alongside him, Damon Strider on the other side of the ring. You can tell that they're suffering from the effects of what's going on right now.
The 5MW picking themselves back up. So we'll be back after this.
Insectoids, once again we meet again to provide you with your favorite activity each and every single week to bask in the excellence of your leader. Tonight, not that any of you trailer trash troglodytes deserve any of this, but tonight is an extra special edition of Friday Night Fury.
Will you just shut up and get to the wrestling?
I'm so sorry, young lady. I didn't realize that all of these people paid to hear you run your trailer trash toothless mouth. Perhaps they actually paid to see moi. So tonight, despite your insolent slob, we will have two marquee matches. A match, first off, that includes a gentleman who once upon a time was my protege. Someone I tried and attempted to teach the finite details of the darkness. But unfortunately, he has seemed to lose his way because he has succumbed to the lies and the treachery of your applause and your cheers. And of course, I am speaking of none other than the schmucktastic Scotty Amos. As tonight, Amos faces a gentleman that upon his arrival here in FGW, I have to admit, I have been thoroughly impressed. Through his leadership, through his ability to show his congregation that he is willing to do anything and everything to achieve greatness here in FGW. And of course, I'm speaking of the guiding light, Matthew Taylor. The winner of that match, perhaps one of the most highly anticipated one-on-one matches in FGW history, the winner will officially be the #1 contender for the FGW Heavyweight Championship, currently held by your hero, Cody Hawk. Plus, the two teams who lost in the main event of April Rain in the ladder match, they weren't quite able to reach the pinnacle of tag team success. And of course, I'm speaking of Roach and the Blackheart Foundation. Those teams will collide here tonight to declare #1 contenders for the FGW Tag Team Championships. Currently held by the hardest working tag team in FGW today, the Bold and the Beautiful. And the Bold and the Beautiful we will see in non-title competition later tonight as they face off against the team of the lying, deceitful Damon Strider and his horrible choice for a tag team partner, Pompano Joe. And I've made no secret whatsoever on my feelings about one Pompano Joe. Joe, inside this ring, as a professional, I have the utmost respect for your ability. But personally, I can't stand you. You're little more than a disease. A disease in my locker room that needs to be completely and totally eradicated. So within the cerebral laboratory within my mind, as I conjure up this devil's brew of a match, I decided to add a few extra special ingredients into the mix, namely members of my family that include the spiritually superior master of the heart punch, Zodiac, and Joe's former best friend, the technical wrestling maestro, the veteran Jack Vaughn. Oh, but wait, there's more.
You see, upon my negotiations for tonight's main event, one Matthew Taylor made an extra special request that members of his congregation be added into this tag team soiree. And he has assured me that these gentlemen despise Pompano Joe almost as much, if not more so, than me. So, I mean, how can I resist? So now, also included in what has become a Four Corners tag team turmoil match will be the returning colossal team of Warhorse. And now, last but not least on tonight's agenda, probably the most unsavory piece of business that I need to cover is addressing one Jackson Breeze. Jackson, I know you're not here tonight, but I know your beady little eyes are watching at home. You know, I owe you a debt of gratitude. I mean, you ensured that I became the FGW general manager. But in turn, I made sure you remained employed by this very same company. You were supposed to be my confidant, my business partner. Hell, you were supposed to be a mentor. And all I found you to be is little more than a deceitful snake in the grass, trying to politic your way in the back, whispering in Brian Levic's ear, trying to undermine my authority to make a fool of me. Jackson Breeze, you have no idea who you're messing with. Not in any way, shape, or form. And rest assured, Jackson, when you finally return here to the FGW arena, with a what is it?
And that is the music. The owner and operator of FGW.
Brian Levick. Here he comes, making his way to the ring.
He's taking his time. Brian's got to wait for the beat to drop.
I mean, hey, I don't blame him. That's a pretty nice entrance theme he's got.
What is music?
Spectre doesn't have all day.
Maybe you've got concession stand snacks stuffed inside those giant ears of yours, but I didn't ask for you to come out here. I didn't ask for your 2 cents. I've set up an amazing night of action here, leading up to a fantastic event coming up in May. So I don't appreciate you trying to stick your nose in my...
You know what, part of it, Spectre? It takes everything in my power every Friday night when I see you coming out here talking to the great FGW fans like that. Not the Kiki and the Johnny Knockers.
Those are Johnny Knockers.
You better watch it, Levick. But I'll tell you what, Barnabas. 6 months is coming up. That's right. Your 6-month review is coming up. And it seems to me like Jackson Breeze is becoming a man of his word once again.
Absolutely not. He's nothing but a liar.
A liar. Well, I'll tell you what, David Barnabas Spectre. May 7th, Maximum Mayhem. If this crowd is not sold out, you might be looking for another job, and Jackson Breeze might take your spot.
You can't do that.
Oh, man!
You can't do that.
Brian Levick threatening David Barnabas Spectre. What was that about?
Threatening him is a little bit of a waving his job security in his face right now. May 7th, Maximum Mayhem. You heard the ultimatum. Sold out. Or David Barnabas Spectre. Well, he's a little heated, just to say.
Can you blame the guy?
I mean, I don't think I can, but also, Brian Levick, he is the owner. He's the ultimate boss. He has every right to be like that.
All right, folks, we have more action waiting in the wings. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back.
of the tag team champions, Lana Lennox, part of the Bold and Beautiful.
Accompanied the ring by one half of the tag team champions. That's Jacob Rose. Collectively, Lana Lennox, Shea Solo, and Jacob Rose, they are the Bold and the Beautiful. Lana Lennox gonna have her hands full tonight with Shauna Reed, who has returned to FGW.
Lana Lennox and Jacob Rose look like they're having a
And
bit of a
her
workup
opponent,
talk together right now.
representing the 5 most wanted. She is the daughter of 1,000 maniacs, Shauna Reed.
And JC, here comes her opponent, and I can just tell you this right now. Lana Lennox has a lot to take care of in this upcoming match. There she is, Shauna Reed, recently making her AEW debut on AEW Dark. And here she is back in FGW.
Shauna Reed on AEW Dark competing against Britt Baker. Certainly lots of exciting things in the present career of Shauna Reed.
But at the present right now, she's met with the Bold and Beautiful, JC.
I could certainly. Oh, wait a minute now. Jacob Rose calling for a microphone.
So David Barnabas Spector thinks that he's the only one that can change matches. I don't like this whole 20,000 man tag match that's happening tonight. So I think.
I believe that many
you
men?
should do the honors. of being in that
Give or
match.
take.
I think you would do great. This is a great opportunity for you to show how dominant you are, all right? I'll take your place, you take mine. You like that?
Meaning that I do appreciate that. Listen, I don't want to embarrass the big star on her, big night back, so.
Folks, there you have it.
Hey, Shauna. Let's see if you can still hang with the men of FGW.
Jacob, folks, it's been made official.
It's me, Shauna! You know what? You take care of your match tonight, and I'll take care of her, all right?
Folks, Jacob Rose is going to be swapping places with Lana Lennox in this match. This match is now Jacob Rose versus Shauna Reed.
Shauna Reed exploding off of the top rope with a drop kick. Jacob Rose. Look at this
Oh,
tope
going for the
suicida
dive.
to Rose.
Rose getting thrown back in the ring. Shauna just already right off the gate taking it to one half the tag champions.
Shauna Reed, the daughter of 1,000 maniacs. She's more aggressive than ever.
Just high octane action. We only just began, folks.
And I can certainly attest to the ability of Shauna Reed. I've competed against Shauna Reed. Well, that match didn't go the way I would like to say it did. And what a black hole slam, the strength of Shauna Reed.
Cover. Not quite enough, JC. I will say, despite that explosive start, Jacob Rose is a tag champion for a reason.
Absolutely, Jacob Rose. That's of FGW's top competitors in there.
Yes, he is. He and Shea Solo outlasted 2 other teams and won the tag champions in that ladder match. And he's here to say he's making a statement.
But just like that, Jacob Rose has neutralized Shauna Reed, at least for now.
You can hear Shauna Reed talking to herself, trying to give herself a little pep talk, saying, "Don't let him do that to you, Shauna."
Jacob Rose trying to press the foot on the larynx, using that rope to
press down more on the neck and head of Shauna Reed.
Yeah, just doing anything he can to wear down Shauna Reed, who has been better than ever since coming back here to FGW a few weeks ago in April Rain, and now the shoulder thrust.
Well, Sean's been better than ever. So has Jacob Rose, who's certainly been impressing ever since we've come back.
That's right. April Rain was quite the night for Jacob Rose. It's the night that him and Shea Solo became the first ever tag team championships in a triple threat ladder match.
Jacob Rose gonna have some words with our referee here.
We'll find out later tonight who takes on Shea Solo and Jacob Rose at Maximum Mayhem. Will it be the Blackheart Foundation or will it be Roach?
Folks, that's going to be one of our two main events later tonight. But right now, here it is. Jacob Rose sending Shauna back down to the mat with a big elbow to the head. And the absolute disrespect by just pushing her head over with its foot.
Wait a minute now. Shauna Reed, unless she's starting to feel some type of way here. Shauna Reed giving herself one of those pep talks. Stop it, Jacob Rose in his tracks.
Look at that Hurricanrana. Shauna getting herself hyped up once again. Jacob Rose trying to catch himself back on the guardrails.
Jacob Rose with a toe kick and Shauna Reed bouncing off of the post right in front of us.
Come on, guys, you gotta get back. Shut up!
Looking down on the floor right now. Count of 4 right now.
5. Come on, guys, you gotta get back in here.
Throwing Shauna into our little ramp here.
7.
All right, the two competitors finally back in the ring. Jacob Rose.
Apparently Jacob Rose and our new official haven't been acquainted. Here's the cover. Shauna Reed kicking out at 2.
Refusing to go out like that.
Shauna Reed
Going
now.
up.
Suplex from Jacob Rose. Shauna falling hard on her back.
Jacob Rose going for another cover.
A back press from Jacob Rose. Both legs hooked, but Bryce, it wasn't enough.
Not quite. And Jacob Rose trying to, I guess, give our referee Logan here a lesson in refereeing. But then again, that's just him not being happy with the result. Jacob Rose going in with that crossface now.
It's actually a camel clutch there, Bryce.
Apologies, JC.
A knee right to the face, that's what that move's called.
I have eyes, JC.
And now that rope again that Jacob Rose has continued to utilize. Referee, what's his name? Looking a little intimidated.
Slogan, JC. Give the man a little bit of respect.
Smack across the face. Oh, man.
Rose.
Rocket Shauna Reed was Jacob Rose.
Jacob Rose has, I know Jacob Rose and Shauna Reed have competed against each other numerous times in the past, but this almost feels like Jacob Rose just has a vendetta against Shauna Reed right now.
Oh, no. Jacob Rose.
Cheeky little slap to the face there, but Jacob Rose did not take it lightly.
Shaking it off and then shaking Shauna's face around the ring canvas.
Shauna Reed, again, giving herself that words of encouragement, saying to get up.
She's her own biggest fan. Jacob Rose taking out the foot. Go over that. No! Over that Black Rose. That stop at Shauna Reed with a knee clip.
Jacob Rose looking like he landed a little awkwardly, but he's going back in for a trip down to the mat, JC.
Jacob Rose goes down. Shauna Reed off the rope with a sling blade. Hard down goes Jacob Rose.
Jacob Rose staring up at the lights, trying to reorient himself right now.
Shauna Reed. I think she's going to go to the top. At least that's what she said.
That's what it sounded like, JC. She's clawing her way there.
Oh,
And there she is,
Take a look
looking
at that
at
tag team title.
tossing it aside, thinking, no, she needs to get up there.
Shauna Reed.
Jacob Rose still down the mat. Shauna Reed has made it to the top rope.
He's measuring Jacob Rose, and what a body press to Jacob Rose.
Cover.
From Shauna Reed.
And Jacob Rose kicks out.
That's only a 2 count. What a competitive match this has been. Shauna Reed versus Jacob Rose. You are watching FGW Shockwave on YouTube.
A doubter of 1,000 maniacs. Not looking too happy about that kick up, JC.
Shauna Reed now thrown into the corner and peeled across the ring.
Jacob Rose
Both
clutching
Jacob-
the back of his head, but he's still fired up, folks.
Yeah, both individuals feeling the effects of what's taking place in this match. Look at this now. Oh, kick to the gut. And Shauna Reed.
Going
Look
for
at
another
that.
cover.
Shit! All right, Logan, I'll give you that.
Well, hey.
Jacob Rose reaching out to that rope. Nice officiating up with that V-trigger knee to the chin of Shauna Reed.
You hear that the impact clapped out the ring. And kick out by Shauna Reed.
Shauna's chicklets smacking together.
Jacob Rose has just been having a hell of a time here in this match. He's been having words with Shauna, having words with Logan.
Shauna's having words with Shauna. What's going
Everyone's
on
having
here?
words with each other. This match is a lot of talking, JC. A lot of hard-hitting moves, though, too. Such as that.
European uppercut, the snapmare driver, Jacob Rose. I think she might have broke his neck.
What's this here?
It's the straight jacket. Shauna Reed's his deadly submission move.
Jacob Reed. Jacob Rose
He's gonna have to tap. He's gonna have no choice.
screaming in pain. Shauna bending those fingers down and his arm back.
Break his fingers on the elbow. Something's gonna snap.
At this point, JC, referee Logan's claiming that Jacob Rose is out of this match, and your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Shauna Reed.
Folks, there you have it. Shauna Reed beating one half of the tag team champions, Jacob Rose.
Like rocking Jacob Rose. What's going on? This is freaky.
I don't know, JC, but all I can tell is that Jacob Rose is out like a light.
Jacob Rose, one half of the FGW Tag Team Champions, has just been outright neutralized by Shauna Reed right here on Shockwave.
JC, what's this? Shauna's asking Logan to get back in the ring, raise her hand. And there you have it, folks. Shauna Reed celebrating her victory as we have to check on Jacob Rose, make sure he's able to come back to consciousness here.
All right,
Folks.
everybody, more to come. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match will determine which team is the #1 contender for the FGW Tag Team Championship. Introducing team #1 from Mount Doom, Ryan Wild, Steve-O. They are Roach.
huge main events, 2 massive #1 contender matches. The first taking place right now. My name is JC Flash alongside Bryce Knox here at ringside. We are about to see Stevel, Ryan Wild, Roach go 2-on-2 in tag team action with Ryan Michaels and Harley Fairfax Foundation. The winner of that match will go on to Maximum Mayhem to take on the Bold and the Beautiful as their first challengers as tag team champions.
Yes, they will, JC. And as you see right now, Roach is ready to go. The past few weeks, we've seen Roach have a new intensity to him. Ryan Wild wasn't here last week, but we saw Stevel in a giant match against Ganger. And here, he's here to show that these two are ready for that contendership.
The Black Widow, Harley Fairfax, the Blackheart Foundation.
River Blackheart proclaiming the Blackheart Foundation the #1 contenders for the tag team champions, saying that no one is more worthy. We are about to find out who the true #1 contenders are.
Yes, we are, JC. This match was, should be noted, put together by David Barnabas Spector, the general manager, when these two teams both staked their claims to the contendership. So folks, right now, we're about to get it underway and see who truly is going to Maximum Mayhem.
Open air and opportunity, Michaels. Hey, do business.
Both teams just stares, icy glares of animosity as they go into their respective corners. All right, it looks like
us, you may like them, but we need something from you.
Ryan Wild getting the crowd into it. Looks like the starting matchup in this bout is going to be Stevel and Ryan Michaels.
Here are two very contrasting styles. Ryan Michaels, more of an in-ring tactician, well, whatever that word is. And Stevel, oh, look at that smack to the face.
I wouldn't want to do that because, like you're about to say, Stevel is a powerhouse.
Oh, man.
It takes a lot to send this man down, and it doesn't take a lot for him to send you down.
Well, Stevel definitely a big, scary brute, but Ryan Michaels
just bouncing right off of him.
over that forearm didn't work out the way I think he envisioned. Oh, look at this now. Not backing down. Ryan Michaels getting right in the face of Stevel.
Reminds me of a counter that Ryan Michaels and Ryan Wild had not too long ago. That chest-to-chest yelling in each other's face as Stevel delivers a big slap to Michaels.
That palm across the chest, and then there was one to the back. Michaels trying with all of his might, and Michaels is deceivingly strong. Trying to lift Stevel, but Stevel not going to let it happen.
Stevel going to the ropes. Michaels just sent down to the floor.
And it was an April raid that both of these teams, along with our current tag team champions, competed in a triple threat ladder match. First ever ladder match and tag team title match in FGW history. The Bold and the Beautiful making history on that night. And who will have the chance to make history? And our next big supercard, Maximum Mayhem. Look at that suplex. Look at the strength.
Stalin Suplex, keeping Michaels out there, but he manages to slip out behind and send Stevel into his brother.
Ryan Wild
shooting Stevel
running right
into
into
the ropes,
Stevel, and look at Michaels now.
Stevel caught it. He knew what was about to come to him, so he said he's not playing those games.
One step ahead with Stevel in that particular exchange. Ryan Michaels now. Okay, he can't do this, can he?
He tried.
There's no way.
He tried for it before. He's going for it again. But Stevel sending Michaels back into his corner. Tag into Ryan Wild.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm going to try to outpower Stevel.
And look at that. Ryan Wild just crashing into, and a big meaty chop to Michaels.
Months and months and months of history that's gotten to this point.
It certainly has, as Blackheart Foundation Tag Team of the Year for 2020 have been at a war with the members of Roach for, like Michael said, 6 months at this point. All the teams in FGW, they've had this intertwined history, from Roach's belt being stolen, from Harley Fairfax's braids being cut from her head. This has just been an ongoing battle with no side taking an advantage until the Bold and Beautiful won the tag team championships.
Ryan Michaels, oh my God, back body drop to Steve-O.
Tag into Harley Fairfax.
And Harley Fairfax not allowing for Ryan Wild to make it to his partner, Steve-O. Fairfax
Going in for that leg, getting that lock on it, punching under the knee.
Yeah, Fairfax grapevine that leg and torquing the knee. Steve-O, his shoulders are down.
Not enough to keep him down. Harley Fairfax showing off that MMA background of hers to tag back into Ryan Michaels.
And look at this now. Ryan Michaels, he couldn't do it himself. Look at the Blackheart Foundation come together, and there's a double suplex to Steve-O.
Steve-O getting covered by Michaels now, but Steve-O, he's got his leg in the ropes. Referee had to stop it.
Steve-O kicking out with authority.
Steve-O back up to his feet, but Michaels immediately taking that arm. Trying to get Steve-O into his corner. Tagging to Fairfax.
Ryan Michaels taking Steve-O, but Ryan Wild with the tag.
Don't think Blackheart Foundation saw that as the big double clothesline.
The King of Monsters pouncing through the Blackheart Foundation, Harley Fairfax.
Getting dragged by her hair, sent out of the ring. Ryan Wild just going back to Ryan Michaels, grabbing a hold of both members of the foundation, clattering their heads together.
The meeting of the minds taking place on the ramp. A skull-crushing conclusion.
Fairfax slithering back into the ring, but Michaels going in.
Fisherman Buster from Ryan Wild.
Cover, not enough to keep down Fairfax. Black Widow is not gonna let this match end that quickly. This again, it is for the #1 contendership for Maximum Mayhem to fight the tag team champions of the Bold and Beautiful. These two teams know what's on the line, and they're not gonna let this match end this fast.
And Ryan Michaels, he wants in and he wants it bad.
Michaels having words with Joe Lopez, but
Harley Fairfax taking some punishment in the meantime.
Steve-O now taking the hair of Harley Fairfax. Big headbutt. Harley trying to grab the ropes, get back to her feet. And Steve-O just anticipating it, giving her that hope. Let her getting back up to her base, just to send her back down again. But Harley sending those blows to the chest of Steve-O.
Those body shots to the Heretic. Steve-O lead back against the rope. Harley Fairfax with the Irish whip, and look at that Luthez press. Harley Fairfax pummeling Steve-O in punches.
Going in with those blows on the chest of Steve-O. Steve-O raking the eyes.
Harley Fairfax furiously attacking Steve-O, both competitors down.
Steve-O getting back up to his feet first. What's he planning to do here, JC?
Looks like Steve-O got Fairfax lifted up onto his shoulder. Oh, my elbow to the back of the head.
Harley Fairfax pushing forward to Ryan Michaels.
Edging closer and closer, fingertip away.
But not quite. Steve-O trying his best to hold her back. There it is, the tag. In comes Ryan Michaels.
And referee Joe Lopez, he was distracted by Ryan Wild. Harley Fairfax being pried into the corner of Roach. Lopez, he did not see the tag.
But he saw that one as Ryan Wild gets back into this matchup.
That means Ryan Wild and Harley Fairfax, the two legal competitors here.
Ryan Michaels tried to go for the tag, not quite was able to reach in time.
Harley Fairfax is down, but she's not out. She's crawling her way back to Ryan Michaels.
Ryan Wild just mocking Fairfax. Taking that hold, getting his arm underneath the chin, locking in that submission.
A modified camel clutch to Harley Fairfax. Fairfax, man, she can't have much gas left in the tank.
Wrapping her arm around his leg, going in. And look at this, JC.
This like an abdominal stretch with the leg.
Full extension on all the limbs.
Yeah, that leg being extended. Harley Fairfax just bit up like a pretzel.
Snap mare into the corner. Steve will tagging in again.
Hey, get them out, Joe!
And a boot to the face of Fairfax.
Next time, Joe, next time.
Ryan Wild just holding Fairfax in place for Steeble, just like you said, stopping Harley Fairfax right in her face.
Get him out of the hair, Joe! I know you don't know what that feels like.
Ripper Blackheart on the outside, yelling at referee. Ryan Wild tagging back in. Steeble taking an elbow to Michaels.
Michaels is just dying to be involved in this match.
Michaels trying his best to get back and help his tag partner as the brothers that are Roach, Ryan Wild, Steeble, preparing for this little double team move here. But what's this? There it is.
Fairfax,
Tag
he's
in
got it.
Ryan Michaels. Michaels going in with a giant flying elbow.
Ryan Michaels taking it to Steeble in the corner. He's tried for probably
Sending
the better part of the
Steeble
last
into
six or 7 minutes to get in here. And he's finally done it. Steeble and Wild both in the corner. Ryan Michaels.
Tag in by Harley Fairfax.
Fairfax making the blind tag.
Going in for another tag.
And this time Ryan Michaels tagging in. Michaels legal along with, I believe, Steeble.
Yep.
It's Steeble.
Going for the sharpshooter.
Steeble's in trouble.
Here it is. Taking those big meaty legs of Steeble. Getting
turn
into
him
the
over.
hold. Trying to flip over Steeble here.
Can he do it? The size of
Trying to
Steeble.
resist, but
Michaels.
Ryan Michaels tripped up. Ryan Wild taking this opportunity to take to the back of the head of Michaels.
And Steeble.
Taking those two palms of his hand, just pressing into the head of Fairfax, sending her into the corner.
Steeble too large to put that sharpshooter in. Ryan Michaels had a lot of trouble applying that hold, and Ryan Wild taking full advantage. All four competitors in the ring right now.
Both teams, all members are in the ring, like you said. Ryan Wild trying to hold back Harley Fairfax. Ryan Michaels taking on Steeble. But look at this. Ryan Michaels caught by Ryan Wild.
Power bomb in the center of the ring.
You can hear the back just pop of Ryan Michaels when he collided with the floor.
What a massive power bomb by Ryan Wiles. Michaels manning it hard.
Steeble, Ryan Wild going in, but Harley Fairfax taking the kicks to both members of Roach here.
She might be in this one by herself at this point.
Those educated feet getting caught by Steeble as she gets pushed back into the corner.
And now Steeble got Harley Fairfax in the corner. Ryan Michaels still licking his wounds.
Look at this, JC. Roach looking like they're...
Oh, wait,
Is this-
come on now.
You think this is what I think it is, JC?
You don't think. Ryan Wild having some trouble getting in position.
But taking that opportunity, Ryan Wild getting sent off to the roast by Ryan Michaels. Steeble just elbowing to the chin of Ryan Michaels. Steeble up on the second rope.
Harley Fairfax is not in a good position.
Look at this.
Oh,
River
come
Blackheart
on.
taking the shoot of Ryan Michaels. Not Steeble, my bad.
Oh, look at this now. Steeble on the shoulders of Ryan Michaels.
There
My
it is.
God, the Doomsday Device.
JC, we got the confirmation not just a couple weeks ago. The Doomsday Device is legal. It is allowed. And that's allowed. But the breakup by Ryan Wild.
I cannot believe the strength of Ryan Michaels getting Steeble up in that electric chair position for the Doomsday Device. Man, Ryan Wild, yeah, he saved that match for his team, that's for sure. Saving the #1 contender spot for the tag team titles at Maximum Mayhem.
Both the Ryans just taking it to each other right now. Michael's going in, ducking the double, but in, caught by Roach.
Classic Roach with that flip around flapjack
Going
and
for
the cover.
And there it is. Ryan Wild was able to hold off Harley Fairfax long enough. And
Ladies
Roach.
gentlemen, the winners, and now the #1 contenders for the FGW Tag Team Championship.
Like you heard, JC.
Roach!
We have new #1 contenders, Maximum Mayhem, at May 7th. We are going to see Roach, Bold and Beautiful. This is going to be phenomenal, JC.
This is an absolutely massive win for Ryan Wild and Steve-O. Roach have defeated the Blackheart Foundation, who I think were the favorites to win this match. That was not what happened, though. Ryan Wild and Steve-O have conquered Ripper Blackheart's foundation tonight. There's a show of sportsmanship. These men, these competitors, they look like they've gained each other's respect over time.
Like we said before, these folks have been going at it for 6 months together. They're showing sign of sportsmanship. So it looks like maybe for now at least, maybe they can put themselves differences aside and they can just have a nice moment as Roach celebrating their victory.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We're coming right back at you with more Shockwave.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the Blackheart Foundation, and after that loss, I do have to ask you, what was with the handshake there at the end, Ryan Michaels? Ripper, with all due respect, I'm going to take this one. You know, Harley, Ripper, and myself have literally gone through war with that team for the last 6 months. They have literally beat the hell out of Harley and myself. Tonight, for the first time, everything was fair, even, everything that we said we want in tag team competition, they gave it to us. Tonight, they were the better team. And Bold and Beautiful, you guys have been watching, and been watching really good, because those boys are going to come and literally slap, headbutt, and beat your ass so bad that you guys may actually just leave this company. Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, I've been joined by Avery. One fall, 60-minute time limit. The winner of this match will get the championship match for the FGW Championship coming up at Maximum Mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Brother Daniel and Skylar Orion from the Bible Belt. He is the guiding light, Matthew Taylor.
Who will it be in Maximum Mayhem that will take on Cody Hawk for the FGW Championship, folks? We are about to find out right now because Matthew Taylor, the leader of the congregation, is on his way to the ring tonight. He goes one-on-one with Scotty Amos, who will enjoy his first ever, if you can believe that, his first ever shot at the FGW title in all of his tenure here at Future Great Wrestling.
Future Great Wrestling, we've been open for 3 years now, and like you said, somehow Amos has not had an opportunity at that belt quite yet. But that can change. his fortunes may go in his favor tonight.
But it's hard to bet against this man. It's hard to bet against Matthew Taylor, the guiding light. In the last couple months, things have gotten beyond personal with him being Matthew Taylor, and Cody Hawk, the FGW champion, has got his shot at maximum mayhem if he can take down Amos.
In this high-stakes matchup, from Fort Ancient to Coal Valley, he's a two-time FGW Person of the Year, the Prophet of Pain, Amos.
Scotty, two times the Prophet of Pain.
Making his way out to the ring as the lights turn on. There he is, folks.
Here tonight to bring the war to the congregation, and specifically Matthew Taylor. We saw just last week Matthew Taylor instrumental in the assault on Amos as Amos's former friend and partner, the Smuggernauts, turning on Amos and joining Matthew Taylor and his congregation.
Yes, we are, and we're getting this match underway, folks. Immediate taking out both men to the ring.
Cactus clothesline. Both men topple to the floor. Amos taking it to Matthew Taylor with everything he has. And folks, this is not a no disqualification match. There is a count, as you can hear, referee Joe Copez. Amos breaking that count.
Just for a split second, rolling in, just have to restart it again. Amos eyeing both Skylar Orion, brother Daniel. As you can see, Matt Taylor going up, dropping Amos onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring.
Right, Amos suplexed his spine perpendicular with the perimeter of that ring. And you said it, Bryce, it's a steel beam across the edge of that squared circle. And Amos felt every bit of it.
And Matt Taylor's about to feel every bit of this as he's sent to the floor into the guardrail. I'll tell you this, JC. I knew immediately going into this match when Matt Taylor made his entrance that neither of these men...
Vaulting body press.
Crowd fully behind Amos here as he's taken up Matt Taylor, pushing his skull into the side of the ring post. But I knew going into this match this was going to be a hard-hitting affair. Both men are taking each other seriously. It's a very rare occasion that we ever see Matt Taylor have to unbutton that shirt of his. And when he came out wearing it like that, we knew this was going to be hell on earth.
Kick right into the temple of Amos from Matthew Taylor. Matthew Taylor now with the right hand right across the jaw of the two-time Star of the Year. That's Scotty Amos. Matthew Taylor preaching his gospel right into the face of Amos.
Sending all those words of his straight into the noggin as Amos is looking at his wounds and met with a boot to the head.
That was a hard kick right to the face, right to the eye of Amos.
Amos covering up that wound, trying to get his bearings once again. But Matt Taylor bringing him back up. Big old hand to the gut. And another. And Matt Taylor returns it with a knee.
Here we go, Irish whip. Scotty Amos with a counter. Back body drop high into the sky goes Matthew Taylor, and he crashes down hard.
Matt Taylor favoring his back there as Scotty Amos getting Matt Taylor into the corner.
Amos
Big boot to the gut.
stopping Matthew Taylor. And Amos now got Matthew Taylor still in the corner. And Amos in full control at this time. Matthew Taylor's head being bounced off of that tough turnbuckle, Bryce.
It's a very, very rare occasion that we see Matt Taylor not in control of any match he's in. So this is just proving to you how much Scotty Amos is taking it to the guiding light. And big uppercut.
Look at it! Follow!
Amos taking a chance, a little bit of showboating. Go to and do his detriment.
Oh, my released Northern Lights suplex. Amos thrown into the corner.
His legs getting caught up in the ropes. Those ropes are wrapped up steel cables.
Joe Lopez checking on Amos. I don't know if Amos is okay right now.
I don't know either, as Matt Taylor's starting to target that leg. Now throwing that arm into the mat.
Targeting all the appendages of Amos. And how about the spine with a penalty kick to the back?
Stiff kick. Even through that vest of his, you can hear that smack onto the body of Amos. Looking like Matt Taylor setting up. Might be for looking like
Amos hung up on the ropes.
Just dropping Amos's midsection right down.
Hung out to dry by Matthew Taylor. There is another kick right to Amos. And hold on now. Matthew Taylor has to be careful.
Taylor getting a little up close and intimate with referee Joe Lopez there. That Taylor now grabbing the scruff of the beard as he goes in with a club and forearm to the head of Amos. And another one.
Folks, again, this is the #1 contenders match for the FGW Championship. The winner will face Cody Hawk and Maximum Mayhem for the Future Great Wrestling Championship. And Matthew Taylor coming off the rope. Amos out of the way.
Managed to do a sit out and a duck as he gets the legal
How about that drop kick? The perfection behind that drop kick, Bryce.
Absolute perfection as here comes Amos into the corner.
Amos now
setting up.
A scoop.
But there's Matt Taylor going to a waist lock.
Scotty Amos counters. Off of the rope goes Matthew Taylor. Oh, counter roll.
But that wasn't enough. Roll up was not enough there. Amos up on the shoulders.
Let me go over that rolling Death Valley driver. Amos not going to let it happen.
Matt Taylor lost control. Amos getting back to the waist lock of his own.
Beautiful German suplex. Matthew Taylor dropped on the back of his head, high on his shoulders. Folded up by Amos.
Both men down on the mat. It looked like Amos might have done some damage to himself with that move there.
Amos has taken some heavy damage. A lot of brutality has taken place. And Amos, unfortunately for him, has been on the receiving end of most of it.
And now Amos up to his feet, stepping down onto the fingers of Matthew Taylor. Big old chop to the chest.
Amos now Irish whip. Matthew Taylor counters. Amos goes into the corner. Matthew Taylor follows closely behind, catching the feet of Amos. And a rolling enziguri across the side of the head.
You heard that smack against the skull of Amos.
And the guiding light with a camel clutch applied to Amos.
Referee having to ask Amos if he can continue in this match. Matt Taylor keeping that camel clutch locked in hard. Amos trying to get his fingers underneath the hands of Taylor so he can try to pry out of it. And Matt Taylor just throwing Amos's head into the floor.
An inverted mat slam. Amos's skull bouncing off of the ring canvas. What's Matthew Taylor got in mind here?
Having the legs all caught up. Is he? Oh, what?
That's really using some gray area of the rules there, Matthew Taylor.
Little bit of Scotty Amos is feeling every bit of that right now.
I don't know.
Look at this.
Matthew Taylor, he does not want to get disqualified.
He doesn't, but
he will lose that championship opportunity.
Amos starting to go limp here, it looks like. Matthew Taylor keeping in that submission hold.
Trying to squeeze the life out of Amos.
Joe Lopez making sure, see if Amos is good to go still. That's one.
Amos might be out.
That's two.
And if his arm falls one more time, that's going to be all. No,
And
Amos.
no. Scotty Amos, the prophet of pain, is holding on by the skin of his teeth here.
The prophet of pain taking all the pain that Matthew Taylor can dish out. And there's the elbow into the gut. A shot to the midsection.
And
One to the
another one.
side.
Amos fired up here.
Sunset flip.
Cover, 1, 2. Not quite enough to keep Matt Taylor down for 3, though.
Matthew
elbow.
Taylor absolutely running over Amos. Here we go, lateral press on cover and a hook to the leg. However, Amos again kicks out.
Matt Taylor once again trying to lock in a submission on Scotty Amos here, trying to make the prophet of pain pass out. Matt Taylor saying that he's done, that this is over. But referee Joe Lopez has to confirm whether or not that's true.
Trying to squeeze the breath out of the lungs of Amos. Matthew Taylor, little by little, taking more and more out of the prophet of pain.
Amos still keep moving.
Open head palm strike.
Another one to the head of face of Taylor. Amos breaking out of this. Big old shoulder strikes into the gut, but Matt Taylor managed to hold on by the belt of Scotty Amos.
And look at this now, Matthew Taylor got something in mind here. Scotty Amos flipping, trying to make it to his feet.
Matt Taylor didn't think that was it, but big old takedown by Scotty, and another one.
Amos giving the guiding light everything he has. Look at that. Nice agility from Matthew Taylor, able to maintain a vertical stance, and Scotty going through the ropes. Matthew
this?
Taylor off the ropes,
Going in.
and
Oh,
a suicide
another
dive
dive.
to Amos.
Matt Taylor climbing back into the ring, not letting up on that offense. There it is, but then a big old
Hip toss into the neck breaker, and there's the cover.
Cover.
There's the hook to the leg. It's this all.
But Matt Taylor kicking out at just 2.999 JC.
That was about as close as it gets, and the prophet of pain. Be asking himself, what's he got to do? Is he got to put away Matthew Taylor here?
Matt Taylor sending Amos into the corner. Amos jumped up, managed to duck it, going for another roll-up.
Amos trying to manipulate his body weight over top of Taylor. Taylor with a huge forearm smash into the mouth.
Matt Taylor getting caught by Amos in the corner.
Amos following up with that elbow to the face, and now Amos.
Matt Taylor coming up with a big old knee to the head.
That high knee right across the mouth. Scotty Amos going under. Power slam by Amos to Taylor.
Cover, 2. Still not enough to win the contendership.
Amos pounding the mat, trying to bring these fans to their feet, trying to get the FGW fans in his corner, trying to create some noise, a little bit of rhythm.
Big striking blow to Matt Taylor.
Amos, is he gonna go for it here? I think he is. Clutching the leg.
Caught him up.
Gonna go with a devastation rotation.
Matt Taylor managed to get out of it for now. Oh, what? Look at that.
Matthew Taylor there, kicking
Able
his
to
way to the
flip
top
up.
rope.
Ducking Amos.
Taylor rolls through. And
Big
there's a super kick
kick.
across the mouth of Amos, who is out on his feet.
Matt Taylor getting in the Death Valley driver. Matt Taylor once again climbing up to the top rope.
I think Taylor's gonna put the nail in the coffin here. Elbow drop across the heart of the prophet of pain. Will we have a new #1 contender?
And it's still not
Hey,
enough.
no, Matthew Taylor for the submission.
Amos trying to hold on. Matthew Taylor has that cinched in.
The modified octopus stretch from Matthew Taylor. How quick did Matthew Taylor catch Scotty Amos and ever think of him? And Amos has got his foot on the rope. The referee forcing the hold to be broken.
Having to shake Matthew Taylor off of Amos.
Matthew Taylor, he is really walking the razor's edge in terms of almost getting disqualified. I mean, more than once, Joe Lopez.
You can see the face of Amos trying to regain color to it as it was a deep red from that submission hold.
Lopez has had to do everything to disqualify Matthew Taylor for his tactics. Surely he's not going to allow much more tomfoolery to go down, Bryce.
Matthew Taylor saying that he's here to save Amos. He's doing this out of love, but I don't think Amos believes that for a second.
I think that smack might have woke up the prophet of pain.
Now look at this. This is the Amos that we here at Future Great Wrestling know. Fired up, ready to take it into Matthew Taylor.
Scotty showing everybody why he is the two-time 2019 and 2020 Star of the Year, but referee Joe Lopez inadvertently knocked down the leg hook. Devastation rotation.
But there's no one to count the cover. With that elbow accidentally taken out, but look at this.
There's Blackhawk, he's not a referee.
And Damian Chambers, Crosshairs Kelly, and Pat the Bruiser.
The entire congregation out here.
And there's the final member, Juggernaut Jax, as they're all just taking it to the prophet of pain.
Juggernaut Jax, especially with
and
his
there's
history.
Cody Hawk, Shadow Reed, the 5 most wanted are making it out there. David Strider out here as well. It's full-on pandemonium in the ring, folks.
It looks like our show, it just might end the way it began.
It just
an outright violence, a melee. Bodies everywhere.
Strikes, blows, the whole lot of them. Everyone's getting set to the floor, battering and bruising one another.
Referee Joe Lopez, he doesn't see any of it.
Referee Joe Lopez still out on the floor.
A tsunami of violence. We're getting some maximum mayhem tonight here on Shockwave, Bryce.
JC, this is chaos. Everyone's going everywhere. People went to the back. People are fighting in the audience.
Can hear a scuffle going down behind us.
But here we go, folks. The only people left standing that we could see is...
hold on.
Oh, boy, folks.
Shauna Reed, the daughter of 1,000 maniacs.
It looks like she's taking her exit to go attack Skylar Orion. And as those two brawl out of the arena, the last man standing.
Hold on. Shauna Reed just putting Amos on his feet. What was that about?
But Matthew Taylor, he's gaining some consciousness again. He's back into his feet as well.
Oh no! Out of nowhere!
Going for a cover. Joe Lopez is back conscious. 2, 3. There you go, folks. Your winner is Matthew Taylor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and will receive an FGW Championship match at Maximum Mayhem, the Guiding Light, Matthew Taylor.
The Guiding Light has risen above all the odds, all the obstacles thrown in front of him, and he is the man that will take on Cody Hawk. He is the #1 contender for the FGW Championship. He defeated a very game Scotty Amos, despite all of the chaos that took place. Matthew Taylor, where he always seems to find himself, on top, holding the gospel of the light high into the sky.
JC, that was an astounding main event we just had. It was a hard-fought bout from the start to the end. But folks, there you have it. #1 contender, Matthew Taylor, will face Cody Hawk, Maximum Mayhem, May 7th.
I want to thank everyone for joining us here on Shockwave. For Bryce Knox, I'm JC Flash. We'll see you next time.